What's up, gamers? It's your boy Alex T2Z, and I just got done watching the Fallout TV show, Fallout series, and I gotta say, it was pretty good, in my opinion. It wasn't that bad, honestly. I like the scenery looked great, the landscapes looked amazing, the camera work. Of course, it's that kind of camera work where like the top and the bottom, like an inch on the top and the bottom are like kind of blurry, but like the middle is like, I don't know what kind of camera work that is, but it was fun to watch, honestly. Had a good time as a big Fallout fan, though. There's a couple of things I disliked about it. Mainly the main thing I disliked was, they kind of had a lack. Like, if you guys aren't watching it, haven't watched it yet, I'll just give this to you a little bit. This is not a spoiler. Just like it's the basic format of Amazon TV shows. If you don't know what that is, I'm pretty much referencing The Boys and Invincible, where there's build, there's so much character development, there's so much drama, like boom, 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 story, and then little action scene, story, little gore, story, big action scene, lots of gore, story, like that kind of thing. And it's like hour-long episodes, 6 episodes, build up to like season finale, where it's like, all right, build the next season. Spoiler: there's the next season coming, hopefully. And yeah, build up. I've watched The Boys and Invincible. I haven't really watched any other Amazon shows, but that's like the formula of those shows. It's basically lots of build up, like little action scenes. But I don't think as a Fallout game, as a Fallout show, Fallout games have lots of action, right? Really good stories in most of them, but a lot of action, right? And that's what's kind of lacking in this, like. The ladies leave, walking around. She's like, oh, look at this big wasteland. And she's walking for like hours. And she finds one creature. She like goes to bed. And then goes the next day. And then one creature, right? Like I'm saddened by the lack of, they could have used so much more. Of course, it would have cost more money, probably. It would have been a little bit harder to do, to add all that cool stuff. But and the one mutant they did add, like the one like human created thing that they did add, I kind of scratched my head, like why that? Like why not something cooler? Why not something that's in almost all the other Fallout games? The one that's just like in like not that many Fallout games, But yeah, that's basically the rant. And then the other bad thing I don't like is how every TV show, has to have that romantic interest and stuff going on. And I feel like in this show, they kind of force it a little bit. And, they make it act like the two people have never seen a person of the opposite sex before. But it's pretty apparent that they have, because the scenes, at least, one's from a place where there's definitely men, and the other one's from a place where there should be women, because in the games there's women in those places. So, kind of breaking the lore right there. Of course, chapters of the thing are different from different chapters, but, if it's the same chapter in this game, there should be girls in this, So, that's kind of stupid. Favorite character is the Ghoul guy. He's awesome. I love that guy. I think it's a good show. There's some good episodes. Episode 8 kind of got me scratching my head, because I'm like, why this happened? So you got to watch it yourself. It's a great show. I recommend it, right? There's some stuff that I don't really like. I'm going to go through the rankings. I'm going to give it an average Fallout Bethesda Fallout score. So an average Fallout Bethesda story of 4 to 5 out of 10. That's like, average Fallout, 3 and 4 and 76. Like a lot of potential, but it doesn't really, in my opinion, doesn't really hold on to that potential. And it leaves you with a bombshell that's like, I give this to you guys right now. This may be a little bit of spoiler, so fasten your seatbelts. Not really. I watched mostly half of the last episode doing this, because I was so taken aback by the things that were being revealed to me that I was like, they could have done something way cooler, in my opinion. the amount of potential you have for Fallout. Definitely the area they do, too. The amount of history right there in Fallout games that you could fucking take from is massive. And what they do with it is not what I would, as a Fallout like fanboy, would have done, really, or would want to really see. But if you take away the story elements of the game, the TV show, it's pretty good. Aren't the story elements like the most important thing about a TV show? Well, that goes to the other ratings. The landscapes, I give it landscapes. The show looked good. The props were good, besides like the clunky, power armor didn't really look good. Some vaults stuff didn't really look like that good, Some like, there was one scene where it was like corn, and the corn looked fake as fuck. So, there was like I hate whenever Hollywood stuff does like de-aging CGI that just looks terrible, where the actor could just have like played the young version of themselves, or get like a different, like someone that, put some makeup on them, that's about it. But I give that stuff like a 7 out of 10. Landscapes though, like the shots in the first couple episodes, there's a lot of them, and then the last couple episodes kind of drop them. But it looked good. It looked good. Honestly, it looked pretty good. I give it an 8 out of 10 on that. Dialogue and stuff, pretty good. I mean, I laughed a couple times. Not the funniest thing I've ever seen, but it's not really comedy. But it's kind of like that Fallout humor and stuff, but not really at that level. So maybe like a 6. And the action, whenever there was an action scene, it was pretty good. We saw the last episode, you get a really good fight that we haven't really seen before in a Fallout game, which I've been waiting for a long time, because I wish it was in one of the Fallout games. It should have been in one of the Fallout games, but it wasn't. I wish it was in one of the Fallout games, but it wasn't. So I give that. But overall, the action is like a 7 out of 10. And yeah, it made me feel like I was really into the show, and then the 8th episode kind of took me away. Plus, like the bad, kind of not shoved down your throat kind of romantic stuff, but it's like, why are they acting like this kind of thing? Like, this is poorly written. But I give the show, if I don't include the ending to the season, I would have gave it an 8.5 out of 10. 85 out of 100. But because of the last episode, I give it a 7. So yeah, I enjoyed it. It wasn't the best. I think it's one of the better video game adaptation TV shows. I think it's better than The Last of Us TV show. But of course, it's not really following the game like The Last of Us was. So, yeah. If you guys watched it, put it down in the comments below what you guys think about it, if you liked it or not liked it. As a Fallout fanboy, I think it was pretty good. It kind of left, though it did leave a little more to be desired. Of course, they hit us with a fucking bombshell in credit scene I'm not going to reveal. But, yeah. I'm hyped for the next season. Hopefully it doesn't take Amazon fucking 3 years to release a new season. Or, maybe the race to what comes out first. Fallout Season 2, or Elder Scrolls 6, or Fallout 5. Okay. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe, put down in the comments below what you guys thought about the Fallout show. And if you're ready for Season 2, and if you want to watch the Fallout show, you're gonna watch it, yeah, whatever. Thanks for watching. Peace.